The most haunting image of Redux Redux isn't a dead body. It's Irene Kelly staring at a version of herself that didn't have the will to become the multiversal John Wick. Everyone is obsessing over the physics of the 00 timeline or the logistics of the fuel core, but they're missing the forest for the bleeding trees. The ending of the film isn't a victory, it's a controlled demolition of a woman's identity. Irene doesn't stop jumping because she ran out of gas, she stops because she realizes she's become the same soul-sucking force of nature as the man she's hunting. The multiverse of Redux Redux isn't a playground of infinite possibilities, it's a biological manifestation of PTSD. Every jump Irene takes is a literalization of a trauma flashback. And her final decision to burn the machine is an admission that vengeance is just a different way of staying dead. If you haven't seen the movie yet, leave now, or stay and watch your future self regret it, and then jump back to this moment. It's all your call. The McManus brothers repeat the same Neville confrontation 3 times in the first 10 minutes. Why? Because the writer wants us to feel the diminishing returns of catharsis. The more you specialize in killing a monster, the more clinical you become. Irene claims she's trying to fix things, but she's actually polluting her own memory. She can't remember which Anna was hers anymore. This sets up the Neville Paradox. If Neville is a constant, and Irene is a constant, then their violent loop is the only thing truly alive in the multiverse. Enter Mia. Most viewers see her as the surrogate daughter trope, but that's lazy writing. And this movie is smarter than that. Mia is the unpredictable variable. Look at the gas station scene. Neville shoots the clerk, a constant death in most timelines. But look at Irene's face when she tells Mia to get in the machine. She doesn't care about the clerk. She's using a human life as a tactile distraction. Irene isn't a hero, she's a high-functioning addict, and her drug of choice is the hunt. The introduction of the cross-dimensional smugglers is the film's biggest piece of world-building bait. The implication here, there is no new condition. Everything in the multiverse is recycled trash. Billy trying to trade for Mia isn't just a creepy plot point, it's a reflection of how Irene treats people. To the smugglers, Mia is a commodity. To Irene, Mia is a replacement part for her shattered psyche. When they reach the universe where Irene's variant committed suicide, the film hits its darkest structural pivot. Irene reveals she's the only version of herself that didn't opt out after Anna's death. This reframes the entire movie. Her strength to keep going isn't a virtue, it's a statistical anomaly. She's a glitch in the system of grief. When she finds the dead Mia in Neville's house later, Irene realizes that as long as she keeps jumping, she is forcing these girls to die in new and creative ways. She isn't stopping Neville, she's providing him with an infinite supply of victims. Let's talk about the lake. Physically, the mechanics of the climax are a mess of variables that only work because of the temporal anchor theory. Neville isn't just a killer. In this specific universe, he's a predator who's already won. He's got the dead Mia and the living Mia. When he throws Irene into the lake, he's not just disposing of a witness, he's discarding a version of a mother who no longer has a daughter to protect. Then there's the bear trap. Irene, the multiversal traveler with the god-tier machine, gets taken down by a piece of rusted 19th century hardware. It's the writer's way of saying your technology doesn't make you evolved, it just makes you arrogant. The payoff here is the reversal of roles. Mia frees herself and kills Neville. This isn't just a final girl trope. Look at the framing. Mia is framed in low angle, dominant lighting, while Irene is literally resurfacing from the depths, gasping for air. Irene didn't save Mia, Mia saved Irene from her own obsession. By killing Neville, Mia closes the loop that Irene's grief kept open for thousands of cycles. And here is my atomic theory. Irene was never the primary Irene. She claims to be from timeline 00, the origin point. But if the multiverse is infinite, 00 is a mathematical impossibility. It's a self-assigned title. So my theory, Irene is actually a variant of a variant. She found the machine, convinced herself she was the original to justify her crusade, and began her path of destruction. And there's like a community online that are losing it over the suicide constant. We're told most Irenes kill themselves. If our Irene is the only one who didn't, it implies she isn't stronger. She's just the most disconnected. She's a version of Irene that lacked the empathy to be destroyed by her daughter's death, choosing instead to become a ghost haunting other people's lives. What if the machine wasn't burning? What if she was overloading the core to collapse the local multiverse? When she sets with Mia at the end, they aren't just staying in one timeline. They are essentially erasing the bridge. They are choosing the long now, the refusal to ever look back at what could have been. Is this a good ending? From a structural standpoint, yes. The payoff is earned because the film doesn't give Irene what she wants. She wants her Anna back. She sees a version of Anna who is happy, and she realizes she is a cancer to that happiness. If she stays, she brings the Neville energy with her. Her goodbye to the living Anna is the most honest thing she does in the entire 124-minute runtime. However, the cynic in me has to point out this is a trauma bond ending. Two broken people sitting in front of a fire that doesn't fix the fact that they are multiversal fugitives with no IDs and a trail of bodies behind them. It's satisfying emotionally, but logically they're doomed. And maybe that's the point. It's a stupid character choice made for a very human reason. They're tired. The film successfully transitions from a high-concept sci-fi thriller into a somber character study about letting the fire burn out. It's not a victory, it's a surrender. And in a genre obsessed with winning the timeline, that feels remarkably fresh. But what did you think of the ending of Redux Redux? Let me know down in the comments below. Check out my spoiler-free review of Redux Redux by my head now, and YouTube thinks you'll like this other video by my head. And I'll see you next time.